Hey everybody, happy 4th of July. Sam and I were camping for the last few days. We came back yesterday. She had to work today. She has to work tomorrow and the next day, so we came back early from camping so she could work, but it rained quite a bit. You can tell it's all wet. So I had the tent and everything spread out and drying, but this evening I'm going to do a live stream of changing the oil in the truck. So yeah, Sam and I won't be watching fireworks because she has to go to bed at around 9 o'clock to get up early. So yeah, so no point to hustle and bustle and be tired. I mean, it is only fireworks, right? But I decided I'm going to start doing the maintenance on the truck myself, just because it seems like I didn't realize that it was cheaper to do it myself. Honestly, I always thought, you know, I'll bring it in because it's like, you know, cheaper and faster, but it really is only about 25 bucks worth of oil and about 30 bucks with the oil and filter. So that's about $10 to $20 cheaper depending on where you go, unless you find some special. And then there's a couple of unknowns. You don't know what quality oil they're using or anything like that. So at least this way I can monitor and decide. So I think, well, I'll show you what I got here. I got one more quart in here because it takes 6 quarts, but it takes 5W30, and I went for conventional over synthetic, just because maybe I'm old school. I don't much care for the synthetics. In fact, I was even debating doing a 1030, but I did this 530 because that's what it calls for. Yeah, I got another baby in here. And what else did I get? I got this truck. I'm so amazed. On everything that I've ever changed the oil on, the oil filter was like twice the size at least. And this truck just takes this tiny little oil filter. So they say, right? I haven't climbed under there to verify it, but tiny little oil filter. I got this Fram Tough Guard, so it's not the cheapest, but it's not the most expensive. Fleet Farm doesn't have Wix filters or anything like that. I got a filter wrench, which is something new. I mean, there's many ways to do it. You can put a screwdriver through it and untwist it, or I got like a really nice vice grip that would work great, but I bought one of these just to give her a try. I know it's pretty tight space, so may or may not be able to get this up in there, but we'll give it a go, and then I'll have it forever. And then last but not least, I got some weed killer. This is some good stuff here. Got that weed killer, and where did I put that? I think it's way over here. Yeah. Weed killer and a sprayer, because I'm always buying, you know, just your average spray bottle, and we get a lot of weeds. I mean, we don't have a tar driveway, so I like to kill all the weeds to the left side there and kind of manicure this right side. And then in the front we have some landscaping stuff that I like to keep the weeds out of. We got a little patio spot there, so I have to keep buying more and more of it. Well, that was 10 bucks, which is, I thought, pretty inexpensive. And then this stuff here was 10 bucks. So for 20 bucks, which is like almost what one of those spray bottles would cost, this has 32 ounces in it, and you mix between 2 and 5 ounces depending on the strength with 1 gallon of water, and it does the same thing. So we're gonna give it a rip. Obviously that stuff there, I think if you want to mix it, gosh, I can't remember, 2 ounces of that you can put over grass, but if you want to kill everything, you put that 5 ounces. So I'm going to put 5 in there because I really want everything just to die. But, yeah, because we got like grass growing out of the rocks and stuff, and I've been slacking off this year. We just had some bad windstorms, so I have some big branches off of that front tree that fell down I have sitting there. I got some smaller ones there, and around the corner here, I believe. Yeah. Got some more there. So I'm going to, hopefully this week, if the compost site is open, I'm going to be bringing in some of that, getting the yard in order, is what I should say. Been slacking off, I don't know, just been lazy. So yeah, and we're doing the oil change, and I also got one last thing, which I'm not sure they've had forever, but I thought it was like super cool. So the packaging kind of fell apart on me, but how about that? A long time ago I just got some blank like label stickers, and I used to do that. But those are the real deal. So yeah, I just through research online, you know, they're saying, yeah, if you go get your oil changed, sometimes they won't change the filter. They do it like every other time, and stuff like that. And I was going to get an air filter, but they didn't have the one that I wanted in stock. They were out, so we're going to have to do that another day. But so they said that if they don't change this oil filter every time, you might get a different pressure reading for your oil pressure. And I don't have bad oil pressure on the truck, but I noticed that of recently it dropped just a tiny bit, which made me do some research. But I mean, I've been keeping up on my oil and stuff now that I know to monitor it, and she's running really good. I mean, she's well within the specifications. They said like you don't need anything over 20 PSI, and I got like way more than that. It's just, I think it's a mixture of the fact that, you know, in wintertime I'll have 40 to 60 because it's so cold, and it's summertime and they're running the full synthetic in there. So I'm just doing some, I don't know, just doing some stuff myself to see if I can get the results that I should have. I'm looking at the bumper here. She always had this little mark in her here, but I thought I seen something else. It's just a big bug. Chrome is hard to tell what's what on, but that bug makes it look like it has a dent there. But anyways, yeah, the truck's running fine. I'm not worried about it. I thought the only way, when I started reading about it and started hearing some of these horror stories, I thought the only way for me to actually know what the heck is going on under that hood is if I do it myself. So I'm taking the action of doing it myself, and should be good. Other than that, I'm thinking I'm gonna go fishing one of these days. I got the kayak cleaned up and ready to go. Kayak's kind of the better way to fish one person, because the wind doesn't bother you nearly as much, and you tend to bring less, which makes it easier. So being that I have the canoe tucked on the side of the garage behind the fence here on the trailer, I'm gonna just bring the kayak. I'm thinking of going maybe tomorrow morning, waking up real early and hitting the morning bite. I'm gonna try this lake local here called Eagle Lake, and it's really good for sunnies. I think they have some bass and northerns and, you know, your typical fish that they stock around here. But I'm gonna hit that up, and that'll be good. So I'll do that tomorrow. But I'm waiting. I gotta change the oil in the truck, flip the truck around, load up the kayak and stuff tonight, and then tomorrow morning I'll get up and hopefully hit the fish. I was gonna go today, but believe it or not, it was raining. So looks beautiful out now. Good ending to the 4th of July. Alright, that's just an update. So keep in mind that tonight I'll be doing a live stream. I know that you guys probably have family functions or parties or whatever you'll be doing, but if you have to work or something like that and it's slow, maybe tune in around, and do that pretty much right away. So sometime between 9 and 10 o'clock it'll start. and we'll go from there. But you know, I want to add one tiny note to this. Something that really got on my nerves today was the fact that everywhere I went in town, these companies had closed. All the auto parts stores are closed. Aldi is closed. All these places are closed, and it got on my nerves because Christmas Eve and even Christmas Day, but more so Christmas Eve and Thanksgiving, all the same businesses are open. And it pisses me off because the holidays that you're supposed to be with your family, they sit there and they take the time away. And then the one holiday where working during the day really doesn't matter because fireworks are at night, or if you had to go up to the cabin or something, you can, you know, it is what it is. Like, you know, isn't that backwards? To me, that's backwards. The most important holidays, they're having people work, and then on this holiday that is just kind of a corporate holiday, you know, kind of the same thing as maybe whatever. Hopefully you guys get what I mean. It just pissed me off because it's like, you guys get what I mean. You guys aren't dumb. You know what I mean. So, anyways, yeah. Tune in tonight for the live stream, and I'll see you guys then.